Hello everybody, welcome into another lesson. So today we are going to talk about writing equations of lines. Writing linear equations, if you will. So I have two forms of equations for linear equations. Of course, we reviewed this yesterday, the slope-intercept form. When it comes to writing an equation, if you know the slope of the line and the y-intercept, this is perfect. All you have to do is plug in the slope for m and the y-intercept for b, and you have your equation. It's that easy. Now, the point-slope form is good if let's say you got something like find the equation of a line that passes through two different points. You're only given two different points. What you would need to do is find the slope, and then you could put in one of the points it passes through, and then you could work with your point slope form, but ultimately the goal is to get it to slope intercept form. When you work out point slope form, it does ultimately end up converting into slope-intercept form. The reason for that is because, of course, y is the same thing as f of x. If we had a linear equation and we used f of x instead of y, it's always going to be in slope-intercept form every single time. So that's why we convert from point-slope form to slope-intercept form. Now, of course, if you know the slope and the y-intercept, you can always put it into point slope form, but you're making more work for yourself than's necessary. So if you already know the slope and y-intercept, just use slope intercept form. It's less work that way. As I say, work smarter, not harder. So let's do some examples here. We're going to write the equation of a line with a slope equal to 5 and the y-intercept equal to -3. So we need to find the equation of the line with slope 5, y-intercept -3. Well, y equals mx plus b, so you'll take y, set that equal to your m, which is 5 times x, plus your b of -3, which would be -3. So the equation of the line you're looking for is going to be y equals 5x minus 3. Really pretty simple. For if you already know the slope and the y-intercept, you just plug and play. It's real easy. Now let's say this time we have the slope of -3, the y-intercept at -4. So, of course, you'll take your y, set that equal to your slope of -3 times x, plus your y-intercept of -4. Well, this would turn into y equals -3x minus 4. That would be the equation of the line we're looking for. Y equals -3x minus 4. Alright, so let's see. We have m equals -4, which is your slope. We have b, which is your y-intercept, equal to 0. So again, we will take y, set that equal to your slope of -4 times x, plus your b, your y-intercept of 0. Well, -4x plus 0 is just simply -4x. So the equation of the line we'd be looking for is y equals -4x. Alright, so let's see. This time we have a slope of 0. The y-intercept is at 4. Well, a bit of a shortcut here. We have a 0 slope, right? The slope is 0. We remember horizontal line, 0 slope, y equals. So y is literally going to equal the value of your y-intercept in this case. Since you have a zero slope, the equation of the line would be that y equals 4. That's literally all you would get since you have a zero slope. Alright, so let's see. This one we have a slope of 3/5. The y-intercept is going to equal positive 6. So go ahead, we will take our y, set that equal to our slope of 3/5 times x plus our y-intercept of 6. So the equation of the line we're looking for is y equals 3/5 x plus 6. Alright, so let's see. This one, we have the slope of the line equals negative 3/4, and then the y-intercept equals 7/3. So, of course, take y, set that equal to your slope of negative 3/4 times x plus your y-intercept of 7/3. So the equation of the line you'd be looking for in this case would be y equals negative 3/4 x plus 7/3. Alright, so there's those type where you already know the slope and the y-intercept. Now we're going to shift it a little bit. Find the equation of the line that passes through the given point with the given slope. Alright, so we're about to do a few equations here where we have a slope and we got the point that the line passes through, but it's going to be a bit different here. So the point it passes through, in this case, for the first one is 0, 4. The slope is equal to positive 2. Alright, so if you're given a point and a slope, it's kind of what it sounds like. You need to use point-slope form. Point-slope form, of course, is y minus your y-coordinate of 4. That's going to equal 2 times x minus your x-coordinate of 0, which would give you that y minus 4. Well, x minus 0 is just x, which would give you 2x. So the equation of this line would end up being 2x plus 4. So you see now how it converts from point-slope form to start into slope-intercept form. The equation we'd be looking for is y equals 2x plus 4. Alright, so this time, what if we had the point 1, 0 with the slope of the line being 3. So this line passes through the point 1, 0 with the slope of the line being 3. Well, of course, take your y minus your y-coordinate of 0, set that equal to your slope of 3 times the quantity of x minus your x-coordinate of 1. Well, y minus 0 is just y. That'd be equal to 3x minus 3. So the equation we'd be looking for in this case is y would equal 3x minus 3. All right. We got passing through the point negative 6, 5 with a slope of 0. Okay. So this line passes through the point negative 6, 5. The slope is 0. Remember Hoy. Horizontal line, 0 slope, y equals. So with a 0 slope, you're just going to take y, set that equal to the y-coordinate, which would be 5. So the equation of the line you should get is simply y equals 5. If you remember Hoy, that makes your life a lot easier. Part of the whole Vux-Hoy acronym. All right, what if the line passes through the point 9, 3 with the slope of negative 2/3? So we have a line that passes through the point 9, 3 with the slope of negative 2/3. So you'll take y minus your y-coordinate of 3, set that equal to your slope, which would be negative 2/3, times the quantity of x minus your x-coordinate of 9. Well, this would give you y minus 3 would equal negative 2/3 x. And then you have negative 2/3 times negative 9. That would turn into positive 6. And then just solve for y. You would end up getting y equals negative 2/3 x plus 9. So the equation of the line we'd be looking for is y equals negative 2/3 x plus 9. Making sure y'all could see this okay. It looks like it, okay. Let me see here. Alright, so let's see. This time we have the point 3, negative 2 that the line passes through. The slope is going to be equal to negative 4/3. So let's go ahead and find the equation of that line. Well, you take y minus your y-coordinate of negative 2, set that equal to your slope of negative 4/3, times the quantity of x minus your x-coordinate of 3. Well, y minus minus 2 turns into y plus 2. That's going to equal negative 4/3 x plus 4. Now let's just solve for y. You would get that y equals negative 4/3 x plus 2. So the equation of this line should be y equals negative 4/3 x plus 2. All right, this time we got the line passing through the point 7, negative 4 with the slope of 2/5. All right, so the line passes through the point 7, negative 4 with the slope of 2/5. So take y minus your y-coordinate of negative 4, set that equal to your slope of 2/5, times the quantity of x minus your x-coordinate of 7. Well, y minus minus 4, that turns into y plus 4. That's going to equal 2/5 x minus 14/5. Now just subtract 4 from both sides. 4 is the same as 25ths, so y would equal 2/5 x minus 34/5. That one was a doozy, wasn't it? So the equation of the line we're looking for is y equals 2/5 x minus 34/5. All right, let's shift gears a little bit. This time we're going to have some equations here where we only have 2 points. So we want to find the equation of the line that passes through the 2 given points. Your first point is going to be the coordinate 8, 5. Your second point is going to be the coordinate 11, 14. So we need to find the equation of the line that passes through the points 8, 5 and 11, 14. First and foremost, in this situation, if you're just given 2 points, do yourself a favor, find your slope. Let me work that out on the side. So the slope, of course, is your second y-coordinate of 14 minus your first y-coordinate of 5 divided by your first x-coordinate of 11 minus... your second x-coordinate of 11 minus your first x-coordinate of 8, which would give you 14 minus 5 is 9, and then 11 minus 8 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is just 3. So we found the slope of this line to be 3. Okay, that's great. We know the slope. Now what do we do? Well, you're still going to use your point slope form. Now, when you do that, when you're just given 2 points and once you know your slope, you just pick one of these 2 points to put in your point slope form. It does not matter which point you pick. You'll get the same result either way. I'm going to go with 8, 5 because those are smaller numbers to work with. So y minus my y-coordinate of 5 would equal my slope of 3 times the quantity of x minus my x-coordinate of 8, which would give me y minus 5 equals 3x minus 24. So I should get that y equals 3x minus 19. And if I stuck 1114 into this instead of 85, I would get the exact same result. So just find your slope and pick one of the points to work with. You'll get your equation in slope-intercept form. All right, what do we got next here? This time the first point is negative 5, 9. The second point is going to be at negative 4, 7. So we need to find the equation of the line that passes through the points negative 5, 9 and negative 4, 7. Let's go ahead and do that here. So let's find our slope first. This green marker's about shot. Alright, so find your slope, which would be equal to your second y-coordinate of 7 minus your first y-coordinate of 9 divided by your second x-coordinate of negative 4 minus your first x-coordinate of negative 5. Negative 4 minus negative 5 would be negative 4 plus 5. That would end up giving me negative 2 over positive 1, giving me a slope of negative 2. So the slope of the line is negative 2. Now let's go ahead and do ourselves a favor and find the equation. So take y minus, I'm going to go with the point negative 4, 7. So y minus 7 would equal that slope of negative 2 times x minus your x coordinate of negative 4, which would give me y minus 7 equals negative 2 times the quantity of x plus 4, which would give me y minus 7 equals negative 2x minus 8. So y would equal negative 2x plus 1. In the end, I get the equation of that line being y equals negative 2x plus 1. Alright, so we're being asked to find the equation of the line that passes through the points negative 8, 8 and 0, 1. So again, find your slope. So the slope would equal your second y coordinate. Dana, I'm going to throw this one out. I want to have the right marker so you can see better. Green's a good color, it's just hit and miss with it. So the slope equals your second y coordinate of 1 minus your first y coordinate of 8 divided by your second x coordinate of 0 minus your first x coordinate of negative 8, which would turn into 0 plus 8. Well, 1 minus 8 is negative 7, and then 0 plus 8 is 8. So my slope is negative 7/8. I found the slope. Now let's find the equation of the line. I think it's obvious I would probably want to work with 0, 1. So take y minus my y coordinate of 1, set that equal to my slope of negative 7/8 times x minus my x coordinate of 0. Well, y minus 1 would equal, x minus 0 is just x, y minus 1 equals negative 7/8 x, giving me my equation to be negative, y equals negative 7/8 x plus 1. So the equation of this line should end up being y equals negative 7/8 x plus 1. Okay, so this time we want to find the equation of the line that passes through the points 2, 0 and 4, negative 6. So find your slope first. That's going to equal your second y coordinate of negative 6 minus your first y coordinate of 0. Divide that by your your second x coordinate of 4 minus your first x coordinate of 2. That would give you negative 6 divided by 2, which would give you a slope of negative 3. So the slope of the line is negative 3. Now we just need to find the equation. I think it's obvious we probably want to work with the point 2, 0. So take y minus your y coordinate of 0, set that equal to your slope of negative 3 times the quantity of x minus your x coordinate of 2. Well, y minus 0 is just y. That would equal negative 3x plus 6. So the equation of the line I should be looking for is y equals negative 3x plus 6. Alright, so let's find the equation of the line that passes through the points negative 20, negative 10, and 5, 15. So, of course, to find your slope, take your second y-coordinate of 15 minus your first y-coordinate of negative 10, which would turn into 15 plus 10, all over your second x-coordinate of 5 minus your first x-coordinate of negative 20, which would turn into 5 plus 20. Well, this would give you 25 over 25, giving you a slope of positive 1. So now, of course, we're going to find the equation of the line since we know our slope. So we're going to work with 5, 15. I think that'd be easier. So take y minus your y-coordinate of 15. Set that equal to your slope of 1 times x minus your x-coordinate of 5. Well, then you would have y minus 15. Well, 1 times anything is itself. Y minus 15 would just equal x minus 5, which would give you that y equals x plus 10. So the equation of this line would be y equals x plus 10. I got one more problem like this, and then I got a few that are different yet. All right. So we're going to find the equation of the line that passes through the points negative 2, 0, and 0, 6. So let's find our slope first, which would be our second y-coordinate of 6 minus our first y-coordinate of 0 divided by your second x-coordinate of 0 minus your first x-coordinate of negative 2. This would turn into 0 plus 2, which would give you 6 over 2, giving you a slope of 3. So the slope of the line is 3. Now we just need to find the equation of the line. Pick a point and work with it. As for me, I'm going to pick 0, 6. So take y minus the y-coordinate of 6, set that equal to your slope of 3 times the quantity of x minus your x-coordinate of 0. That would give you y minus 6. Well, that equals 3 times the quantity of x minus 0, which is just 3x. So the equation of the line you should be looking for is y equals 3x plus 6. In the end, you'll get that y equals 3x plus 6. All right, we're going to shift gears again for the final set of problems. I have only 4 more problems left. But they're different. All right. So here's what we're up against. Write the equation of the line that passes through the point 1, -1 and is perpendicular to the line y equals -1/2 x plus 6. A bit different here. So you're given the equation of a line that's supposed to be perpendicular to, and you're given a point that the line passes through. It's not as bad as you think. Well, okay, why is that? The slope of this line here that it's supposed to be perpendicular to is what? We'll call this M1. Your first slope is -1/2, right? The slope of this line is -1/2. If the line we're supposed to find the equation to is going to be perpendicular to this line, what is true about the slope of perpendicular lines? It's the negative reciprocal of the other line, right? So the slope of the line we seek to find, the reciprocal of -1, the negative reciprocal of -1/2 is +2. So now we know the slope of the line that's going to be perpendicular to this line. Now we just need to put the point 1, -1 into our point slope form. So take y minus your y coordinate of -1, set that equal to your slope times the quantity of x minus your x coordinate of 1. Y minus -1 turns into y plus 1, which would equal 2x minus 2, which would give you that y equals 2x minus 3. So the equation of the line that passes through 1, -1 and is perpendicular to the line y equals -1/2 x plus 6 would be y equals 2x minus 3. That would be the line that's perpendicular. All right, so another one here. So the slope we want to find here, write the equation of the line that passes through 6, -10 and is perpendicular to the line that passes through 4, -6 and 3, -4. It looks awful, I know it does. But since we're talking about slopes here, since it's perpendicular, my advice would first be to find the slope of the line that passes through 4, -6 and 3, -4. We'll call that m sub 1 for our first slope, which is going to be the slope of the line passing through 4, -6 and 3, -4. So take your second y coordinate of -4 minus your first y coordinate of -6, divide all that by your second x coordinate of 3 minus your first x coordinate of 4. Well, -4 minus -6 turns into -4 plus 6, all over 3 minus 4, which is -1. -4 plus 6 is positive 2 divided by negative 1 gives you a slope of negative 2. Okay, so we found the slope of the line that passes through 4, negative 6 and 3, negative 4. Now, if we're supposed to find the slope of a line perpendicular to this line that passes through these points, well, to find the equation, which means we need to find the slope, if a line is perpendicular to the line that passes through these points, that means the slope of the line is the negative reciprocal of this one. The negative reciprocal of negative 2 is positive 1/2. So the perpendicular line would have a slope of positive 1/2. Now, since we know the slope of the perpendicular line, just put your 0.6 negative 10 into your point slope form. So take y minus your y coordinate of negative 10, which would turn into y plus 10. Well, that's going to equal your slope of 1/2 times the quantity of x minus your x coordinate of 6. Well, that would give you y plus 10 equals 1/2 x minus 3, which would finally give you the equation of the line being y equals 1/2 x minus 13. So the equation of the line you're looking for is going to be y equals 1/2 x minus 13. Two more. I feel these are very important problems, though, because I know they seem long-winded and a lot of words, but once you understand what it's asking, it's really not that bad. Alright, so we want to find the equation of the line that passes through the point 2, negative 7 and is parallel to the line x equals 5. Well, since we're, again, talking about either parallel or perpendicular, let's deal with the line we're trying to compare it to, that it's going to be parallel to. So we have the line x equals 5. What do we know about an equation of x equals? Remember VUX, vertical line, undefined slope, x equals. So what do we know about parallel lines? That their slopes are the same, which means that the slope of both of the lines in question would have to be undefined. So that makes life easy then. And in this particular case, it's parallel to x equals, and it's got an undefined slope. So all you're going to do then is just take x and set that equal to your x coordinate of 2. So the equation of the line that passes through 2, negative 7 and is parallel to the line x equals 5 would be x equals 2. I got one more problem, then we're done for the day. Definitely need a new eraser at this point. Alright, last one, everybody. So, write the equation of the line that passes through the point 4, 6 and is parallel to the line that passes through 6, negative 6 and 10, negative 4. So since we're going to try to find the equation of a line parallel to the line that passes through these 2 points, I think it's in order that first we find the slope of the line passing through 6, negative 6 and 10, negative 4. We'll call that m sub 1 for the first slope. Take your y2 coordinate of negative 4 minus your y1 coordinate of negative 6. Divide that by your x2 coordinate of 10 minus your x1 coordinate of 6. That's going to give you negative 4 minus minus 6 turns into negative 4 plus 6 all over 10 minus 6. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2 over 10 minus 6, which is 4, which reduces to 1/2. So the slope of the line that passes through 6, negative 6 and 10, negative 4 is positive 1/2. Now, if we are going to find the equation of a line parallel to the line that passes through these 2 points, what is true about the slope of the parallel line? That it's going to be the exact same as the slope of this line. So that means the slope of the line we're looking for is also going to be positive 1/2. Alright? Now all we got to do is use our point slope form. So take your y minus your y coordinate of 6, set that equal to your slope of 1/2 times the quantity of x minus your x coordinate of 4, which would give you that y minus 6 equals 1/2 x minus 2, which would end up giving you that y equals 1/2 x plus 4. So the equation of the line you'd be looking for is y equals 1/2 x plus 4. And that's it for this lesson. The next lesson we are going to talk about direct variation. So I hope everybody has a great night. Take care.